Fearlessness is not only possible, when you touch non-fear, you are free. And welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. My name's Amanda Jupiteraa Anderson, and today is another beautiful day, my friends. We are alive and breathing, and the sun is shining, and the birds are singing. Woo! Here over the next few days, we are going to be diving deep into fear and essential wisdom to help you get through the storms that you may be facing now, or for when they do arise sometime along your journey. My dad gave me this book, and it's called Fear by Thich Nhat Hanh. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. He was the best-selling author of Peace is Every Step, which is another beautiful read. Anyway, today I'd just like to give you guys a little introduction about fearlessness and how it's helped and is continuing to help me along my journey. So let's get into it. Most of us experience a life full of, awesome, beautiful moments and really crappy ones. It's not always peaches and cream, It's not always. But for a lot of us, even when we are at our happiest moments in life, living the dream, really enjoying what we've created, there is still fear behind all of that happiness, okay? We fear that, these moments will end, or that we won't keep getting what we need or what we want, that we may even lose what we love, or that we may not be safe, and that the pandemic is just gonna kill us all. Often our biggest fear is the knowledge that one day our bodies will just stop functioning and we're all gonna die. So even when we are completely surrounded by all the luxuries in life or conditions to just be happy or joyful, our happiness isn't complete. We as humans, we tend to think that, to be happier, we should push away or we should ignore our fear. We don't feel comfortable when we think of the things that scare us. So we deny our fear away, like, oh no, I can't think about that. Oh, I don't want to think about that, No matter how hard I've tried, you guys, no matter how hard, I've tried to just ignore my fear, it's always still there. We can't ignore it, my friends. We can't, because it will always be there if we just keep pushing it away and ignoring it. Okay, so the only way to comfort our fear or ease our fear and be truly happy is to acknowledge our fear and look deeply at where it's coming from, at the root of it, okay? We have to look deeply at its source. So instead of trying to escape from our fear, we can choose, to invite it up, to our awareness, and then look at it clearly, deeply. We're afraid of things that are outside of ourselves that we can't control. We worry about getting sick. We worry about getting old and aging and getting wrinkles and, losing the things that we treasure the most. We try to hold on so tight to the things that we care about, like, our property or our loved ones or our possessions or our job titles. But holding on tightly doesn't ease our fear at all, because eventually, one day, we're going to have to let go of all of them, you guys. We can't take them with us, my friends. We just can't. I used to think that if I just ignore my fears, then they'll just go away. But when I buried all of my worries and I buried all of my anxieties inside of my conscious mind, they continued to affect me and bring me even more pain and misery and sorrow. So we are very afraid of being powerless. But we have the power, my friends. We have the power to look deeply at our fears. And then fear can't control us anymore, my friends. We can transform our fears. It is so possible. It is so possible. Today, I am transforming my fear, and so can you. Trust me, you're going to want to stay tuned to this series, because this series is going to help you transform your fear. So make sure that you don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss out on these powerful videos on fear, you guys. The practice of living fully in the present moment, okay, what everyone calls mindfulness. And what is mindfulness? What is it? Well, mindfulness is when you practice living fully in the present moment, in the here and now. What we call mindfulness can give us the courage, okay? The courage to face our fears and to no longer be pushed and pulled around by them or controlled by them. Thich Nhat Hanh, the author of the book I've read and learned so much from, says this: to be mindful means to look deeply, to touch our true nature of our inner being and recognize that nothing is ever lost, okay? And it's so deep what he's saying, you guys, and very true. And it really hit home with me because nothing, when you think about it, is ever really lost. Every single one of us experience fear. I don't care who you are. Every single human being experiences fear, okay? But if we can look deeply, and examine our fear, then we're able to free ourselves, you guys, from its grip and truly experience the most amazing, joy and happiness. Fear keeps us focused on past or keeps us worried, about the future. So if we can acknowledge our fear, we can realize that right now, in this moment, as you're watching this video, you are okay. I am okay right now. Today, we are still alive and our bodies are still working, my friends, and we are still breathing. Our eyes can see the beautiful butterflies over there. Our ears can hear the beautiful birds singing outside over there. Everything right now is okay in this moment. So the first part is looking at our fear, okay? Just invite it into our awareness without any type of judgment. Just invite it in, let it be there, okay? We just acknowledge gently that it's there, okay? And then this brings a lot of relief. And for me, it brings relief instantly. Then once our fear is, calmed down, then we can embrace it, you guys. We can embrace it gently and really look deeply into its roots, its sources. Understanding the origins of anxieties, where they come from, and our fears will help us to let go of them. So for me, my fear would come up and, I would ask myself, is this fear coming from something that's happening right now? Or is this an old fear? A fear from when I was a little girl that I kept inside. These are the types of questions that you want to ask when you feel fear, to get to its root, to get to its source, okay? When we practice inviting all of our fears up, that's when we become aware that basically, we're still alive, that we still have many things to treasure and enjoy. If we're not busy pushing down and managing our fear, we can enjoy the sunshine, the air, the water, whatever, we can enjoy things. If you can look deeply into your fear and have a clear vision of it, then you really can, live a life that is worthwhile and truly happy. Our greatest fear is that when we die, we just become nothing. To truly be free of fear, we must look deeply into the ultimate dimension, okay? Into the ultimate dimension to see our true nature of no birth, no death. My friends, it's time to free ourselves from these ideas that we are just bodies, okay? When we understand that we are more than our physical self bodies, that we didn't come from nothingness. And, you're not going to disappear into nothingness. That makes us liberated from fear, my friends. It's liberated me from fear. We are multi-dimensional spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. So, my friends, today, I challenge you to allow your fears to come up and really take a deep look at them. And why are they there? Where did they even come from? Okay? And realize that in that moment, while you're examining that fear, know that you are okay. You are breathing and alive, and all is okay. And stay tuned, because you don't want to miss tomorrow's episode, where we will discuss something about the past. A time before. A time when we were still in our mother's wombs. Don't miss this episode, my friends. It is very powerful. And you'll want to hear this, because I know it will give you a whole new perspective. So, my friends, have a beautiful, blessed, and creative day. And remember, keep breathing in all that sweet ass energy, because it is literally everywhere. And I will speak with you guys again very soon. Peace. It's all gonna be okay, my friends. It's all gonna be okay.